Hey guys, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit today of what I do and how you can get through this business without it being crazy. So the first thing I just want to tell you is don't get overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed that whole first month about the amount of time it would take me to get through things. So I'm just going to give you some tips today on how to get through some things on your own, and then you need to pick up the phone and call me or send me a message so that we can work through some of these behaviors and stuff together so that you don't get overwhelmed and then get frustrated, because ideally we want this to run kind of like a cog in a big machine, and we don't want you to have to think about some of these things that we ask you to do every day. So there are three big things I'm going to cover today. The first one is to get organized. Second one of the things that you heard about called the 4 vital behaviors. I'm sure you've done through your 5 or 10 day training. And the last one is we're going to talk about your vision. So the first one is organization. And if you know me at all, this is my favorite part. Here's my binder. This is where the magic happens. There are tabs. Can you see the tabs? This goes with me. This is where my to-do list is. This is where I keep track of my challengers. This is where my reminders go. Some of you are going to be great at technology stuff. For some reason, paper and pen works for me. So get yourself a binder, get yourself some tabs, and we need to get a business activity tracker that I sent you probably via Facebook. If you don't know where that is, you need to send me a message so we can get you one. Here's an example of mine for this week. Can you see? By the end of the week, there'll be check marks on this. If there aren't check marks, it means I haven't furthered my business, and I will be honest, and I've only done this for a couple months now. When I don't fill in the check marks, those weeks don't go as well, and my commissions aren't as well. So get yourself a binder, get yourself that activity tracker. So I use all of that during what's called a power hour. If you're a new coach, let's do a power half hour. So you get 30 minutes, that's it. Set 30 minutes a day, or even if you need to block an hour one day and not do it the next day, fine. But you need to get yourself 30 minutes of your own time, block it off. Do not answer messages during the time. If someone texts you or if you need to answer the door, try to set apart 30 minutes of just business time that you can get your stuff done. I am a chasing the squirrel kind of person, and when a message pops up on Facebook, it's hard for me to ignore it. So I do these things called time blocks, and I only let myself do invites for 15 minutes, or I only let myself post in my new groups for 15 minutes. If something else comes up, I don't do it during that time block, and that just helps me focus. You may have a better system of doing it, but this is what works for me so far. Okay, so really the chunk of this needs to be your 4 vital behaviors, and they are the following. The first one is you need to be a product of the product. You already are, you're loving your Shakeology, and you're doing your workouts, and people are going to be asking you about those. You've got to make sure you're being a product of the product. The second thing is that you need to be doing some professional development. Now, as a teacher and as a reader, this is one of my favorite things to do. It's like breathing. I always read. Always. So I have a book. We have a list of books right now. Mine is The Magic of Thinking Big. I've read Eat the Frog. Find a book. It doesn't matter really what it's about, as long as it's something that's professional for you and something that goes into your business tracker. You can ask me for recommendations. You can go online for recommendations. But we need you to kind of build yourself up a little bit. The third valued behavior is Facebook or social media. This is actually the one that I struggle with most. I feel like I'm overwhelming people when I post 3 or 4, 5, 6 times a day. So I have to literally sit down and say, how many times have I posted? How many hours has it been since I've posted? And just this morning, I'm not kidding, someone said, well, yeah, I've been following you on Facebook and noticed that your fitness journey is getting better. That's because I've been posting more about it on Facebook. And I just think people, even new friends of that list that you get, start to notice your story, and they see you on Facebook, and the more that you do Facebook, the bigger your affinity is, so that people see it. So it's the third one. And the last one is, and you'll hear everybody tell you this, invite, invite, invite. You've got to invite people. Mother, father, circle of friends, friends, random people that you have found in groups on Facebook. Do a cold invite. Some of this is you just got to get used to inviting people to what you know works for you. I know Beachbody works for me. I'm fitting into clothes I've never fit in before, and I'm feeling great. I'm running easily. I'm doing 25-minute workouts with my family. I believe in it. And when I send out a cold invite, when it comes back a no, it's not a no. It's a not yet. I already had a challenger say the very first challenge I ran as a coach in October. She said, no, I can't do that. And then she came back 2 months later and said, hey, I've been following you on Facebook, and I've noticed that this is really working for you. I want in. So don't take the no's on the invites. If you send out 10 invites a week and they're all no's, those 10 could come back next month, and there's next month's challenge group for you to grow your list and start helping people with. So just got to get out of your comfort zone. I still text Kristen all the time and ask for invite help. It's okay to text me for help. It's okay to have phone conversations, but you just got to put yourself out there. You got to be okay with what's the worst they say. The worst they say is no, not yet. That's the worst. The best they say is tell me more. Yes, absolutely. I've been following you for the last 6 weeks. I love your progress. I want in. Or you may have some that just, hey, you're coaching. It's worked for you. I want to be a coach. So you got to get the invites out. And I'm going to close this video with my favorite quote, and I'm going to read it. I don't usually read on my videos, but I have to read it to you, and I want you to think about this. The only thing worse than being blind is having eyesight but no vision. I'm going to say that again. The only thing worse than being blind is having eyesight but no vision. You have to have a vision for what this looks like for you. And this could be your why, and this could be addition to your why, but you have to have a vision. My vision is that I want to work X amount of hours a day. I want to be fit for my family, and I want to make this work as a business. That's my vision. If I don't have that vision, my power half hour on that BAT I showed you doesn't work. You have to have vision. Hope you have a good day. Text me with questions.